Welcome to Global Trends. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Let's talk about General Electric and those viral headlines claiming GE axed 12,000 US jobs. You might have seen posts online, maybe from a relative, insisting GE shut down American factories and sent jobs overseas. It's a story that stirs outrage. Another American icon abandoning workers. Another win for outsourcing. But is it true? The number, 12,000, sounds precise, but when you check the facts, the story falls apart. Recent news isn't about closures or layoffs. It's about new investments, factory expansions, and thousands of jobs being created in the US. So where did this 12,000 jobs lost story come from? There's no credible reporting to back it up. It's a zombie statistic, old news or pure fiction, kept alive by internet outrage. In reality, billions are flowing into US manufacturing, not out. The companies using the GE name are doubling down on American operations. This isn't a story of decline, it's a story of a surprising industrial boom. But to understand what's really happening, we need to know who exactly is GE these days. Let's break it down. The confusion starts with the name. GE isn't one company anymore. GE Appliances, the brand on your fridge, is now owned by Haier, a Chinese company, though it's still based in Kentucky. Haier bought GE Appliances in 2016 and can use the GE name until 2056. GE Healthcare, GE Verona Energy, and GE Aerospace. Each is now independent with different owners and strategies. So when you hear GE, you have to ask, which one? The appliance maker in Kentucky, the aerospace giant in Ohio, or one of the others? This complexity is why sweeping claims about GE closing factories are usually wrong. GE Appliances' decisions are separate from GE Aerospace's. Mixing them up is the first big mistake. Now let's see what's actually happening at these companies. Far from shutting down, GE Appliances announced in August 2025 a $3 billion investment in its US operations over 5 years. That's not a PR stunt, it's a massive commitment to American manufacturing. The plan modernize 11 US plants with new automation and equipment and create 1,000 new jobs. Since Haier took over in 2016, total US investment has hit $6.5 billion. Why? Because building in America makes business sense. The company is expanding air conditioning and water heater production, growing its US footprint. This isn't about maintaining the status quo, it's about growth. The goal: manufacture close to customers, shorten supply chains, and respond quickly to the US market. The old model of offshoring everything is fading. For GE Appliances, the answer is clear: build it here. This $3 billion investment is proof. It's a direct contradiction to the narrative of decline. Let's look at how this strategy is playing out on the ground. The reshoring is real. The most striking evidence? GE Appliances is moving production lines from China and Mexico back to the US. Gas ranges once made in Mexico are now built in Georgia. 6 refrigerator models are shifting from China to Alabama. This is a major reversal of decades of outsourcing. In June 2025, GE Appliances committed nearly $500 million to move washing machine production from China to the US, citing trade tensions. These moves aren't about abandoning other countries, they're about serving the US market more efficiently. The original GE, now GE Aerospace and GE Verona, still has a big presence in Mexico. But for GE Appliances, the logic is simple. If your biggest customers are in America, it makes sense to build in America. Shorter supply chains mean more resilience and faster delivery. This is reshoring in action, not just talk. It's a calculated business move, not a political statement. The trend is clear: more jobs and more production at home. The manufacturing boom isn't just about appliances. GE Aerospace, now independent, is investing $1 billion in its US sites and supply chain in 2025, nearly double the previous year. This comes with a hiring spree: 5,000 new US workers in 2025 alone. In 2024, they added 1,900 engineers and specialists. These are high-skilled, high-paying jobs building the next generation of jet engines. Investments are spread nationwide: $1 million for upgrades in Virginia, $500 million to expand sites in Ohio and Michigan. These facilities support major defense programs, including engines for Black Hawk and Apache helicopters. This isn't just about consumer goods, it's about advanced technology and national security. GE Aerospace's investments strengthen America's industrial base. The strategy: innovate, expand capacity, and keep talent at home. The result? More jobs, more production, and a stronger US manufacturing sector. The story is growth, not retreat. Let's look at what's driving this shift. What's fueling this wave of investment? Tariffs played a role making imports pricier and nudging companies to rethink offshoring. GE Appliances cited trade tensions when reshoring washing machine production. But tariffs aren't the whole story. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of global supply chains, shipping delays, unpredictable costs, and sudden shutdowns. Just-in-time manufacturing suddenly looked risky. Companies realized resilience and reliability matter as much as cost. That's why GE Appliances is building close to its customers, to avoid disruptions and keep business stable. Producing in the US means less exposure to shipping chaos and geopolitical shocks. Tariffs may have started the conversation, but the pandemic made reshoring urgent. The decision to invest billions in the US is about risk, resilience, and long-term profit. The old playbook, chase the cheapest labor, is out. Now it's about building where you sell, the result a manufacturing comeback. So, did GE really close US factories and cut 12,000 jobs? Absolutely not. The facts show the opposite. No mass closures, no mass layoffs. Instead, GE Appliances is investing $3 billion in US factories, creating at least 1,000 new jobs, and moving production from China and Mexico to Alabama and Georgia. GE Aerospace is investing $1 billion and hiring 5,000 new American workers. That's at least 6,000 new jobs between just these two companies. These aren't vague promises. They're funded, specific projects happening now. The real story: tariffs and supply chain shocks have triggered a US manufacturing boom. For GE, the benefits of building close to home now outweigh the old offshoring model. The 2025 story isn't about job losses. It's about a domestic industrial revival. The headlines got it wrong. American manufacturing is growing, not shrinking. The lesson? Always check the facts before you panic. The future of US industry looks a lot brighter than the rumors suggest.